Friends, hello everyone, Grill. The season is open and traditional shashlik is, of course, good. But I want to refresh my taste buds and cook something new. And today, as you understood from the title, in this video we're making turkey fillet with an Asian twist. I am in the studio today. Will you repeat the recipe outdoors, over an open fire? Everything will be simply delicious, but without a grill. As usual, I ask you to subscribe, click the bell so you don't miss new interesting videos, and also give a like, because your activity helps promote our videos. For this recipe, I'll need turkey fillet, spices for the marinade, and red sauce for serving. And of course, soy sauce. What Asian dish would be complete without it? I suggest we get started. And first of all, let's prepare the turkey. I'll be slicing it into thin pieces. I'm slicing the turkey into pieces about half a centimeter thick. That's not too thin and not too thick. Thanks to the moderate thickness, the meat will turn out juicy. The meat is sliced. Let's put it into a deep bowl. And we're getting ready to make the marinade. For the marinade, I use a seasoning for poultry. It's already prepared. I pour a pepper mix into the bowl. What I like is that the pepper is already crushed, not ground into dust, so you don't need to grind it again. I also add salt. I can already anticipate the angry comments about how many spices I used. I'll tell you that I'll definitely write down all the exact measurements under the video. Then comes olive oil and soy sauce, but the soy sauce should be used in moderation because we've already added salt. Even though I took a mortar and pestle, I won't be grinding anything. I'll just mix it this way, so it's simply convenient. The marinade goes to the meat. You might have a question. Why did I add olive oil? What does it actually do? And I'll tell you that spices are revealed only in oil, and we're simply helping to combine and saturate the meat with these aromas and textures. I massage the meat for about 3 minutes to enhance marinating. I cover it with plastic wrap and leave it for 20 minutes or ideally for an hour. An hour has passed. I put the grill pan on the stove and heat it up to the maximum. As for the marinade, this is a recipe you can easily adapt to your taste. You can add the ingredients you like, for example, cumin or honey. But if you're cooking over an open flame, remember that honey burns easily, so it's better to avoid this ingredient. If you're going outdoors to remove the plastic wrap, you won't need it anymore. The grill pan is well heated from the meat. The aroma is amazing. You know, I would also add some dried garlic. That would be really great. Now let's remember this life hack. We fry the meat in a single layer so that the temperature stays as high as possible and the meat doesn't release its juices, doesn't boil, doesn't stew, but actually fries. And meanwhile, Lent is already over, so let's hurry up and cook our favorite meat dish. It will turn out very tasty soon. And since we're talking about grilling meat here, it would be nice to add a bit of smokiness. Besides everything else, in addition to the aroma and flavor, the burner also adds heat, and the meat reaches the right doneness over maximum heat. On one side, the meat is grilled, and I calmly flip it to the other side. What a beautiful pattern we've got. Friends, the aroma here is incredible. I can only imagine what's happening on your porch. I'm taking the meat off the grill. It's so juicy, the juices are just flowing. Pay attention. It's time to set the table for the arrival of the guests. For this, I take the marinated carrots and place them in the center of the dish. And I arrange the meat around it. If you have a lot of meat, imagine that this is a huge dish for the whole company. I already tried the dish off camera, it's amazing. But if you feel like it's missing some flavor, I recommend trying tomato ketchup. I'm transferring it to a special container, and now I'm going to try it together with the dish. If there's nothing unusual in the pickled carrots, I'll tell you what I feel when I try them. I'll say it right away. Because we used high intense heat, plus we added some burnt bits and cut it relatively. Not too thin or too thick. The meat turned out incredibly juicy, the juice is just pouring out of it, and even though it's chicken breast fillet, it didn't turn out dry at all, which really affects the taste. The spices did their job, but I felt it lacked a bit of richness and brightness. That is, cumin or dried garlic definitely would have made a difference. A little bit of ketchup. Because of its own character, ketchup adds freshness. It has some tanginess and a bit of sweetness. In general, you end up with a dish that's basically different. Here it turns out one way and there another. And which one is better is up to you to decide. And on this, I won't be afraid to say delicious note. I'll say goodbye to you. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and don't be afraid to experiment. Bye, friends.